What up, everyone? Mutant XP on the mic. Welcome to the Jazzy Circuit Gaming Zone Auto-Qualifier post show. I am pleased to have with me tonight on the panel fellow Jazzy Circuit board members Katie Alpha and Mash Legs, and a very special guest straight from Stupid Fighter. We have Genesis. And so, before I get everyone's thoughts on the amazing tournament, first and foremost, congratulations to Daisuke for taking it in a very competitive set against Mami, aka Mine, aka Makoto Mike, who put Daisuke into losers. And so let's get right into it and take a look at some of these highlights, guys. Once again, Daisuke taking it over, Makoto Mike in grand finals. So Katie Alpha, tell me what your thoughts are on Daisuke coming back all the way from the losers bracket and resetting the tournament to win.
Him in winners finals, Daisuke has to kind of quickly shake that off. I think it just shows, his kind of fortitude and where his focus was at, that he was able to immediately come back and then not only just turn it around, but he 3-0'd in the first set of grand finals, and I think it was 3-1, right? And then he took the second set pretty dominant as well. So the adjustments that he made, just the comfort level that he was playing at, and he played his game, which is a very fast-paced, very aggressive style. You could tell that he was very comfortable once he started establishing his rhythm. And it seemed like Makoto Mike was really struggling to try and adjust to it.
And so, Mash Legs, what did you think was some of the adjustments that Daisuke made in order to, like Katie said, turn things around? And did he ever turn things around? I think it was 6-0, was it, in grand finals? And so, what do you think, Mash Leg, did Daisuke do to kind of, again, turn the momentum on his favor?
Yeah, well, I mean, like Katie was saying, he plays obviously a super aggressive Ryu. I think part of it too is just getting a handle for how Mike's going to play, because Makoto, especially between the different supers, but Makoto is such a variable character in like how people can play her, and Makoto Mike has like a very aggressive style, and we've seen Mike doing stuff like the double EX overhead to close a round out, and like he's got his own kind of distinct ways of doing things. So maybe Daisuke was able to just make the download and adjust that way.
So Genesis, you're fairly new to the scene. What were just your general thoughts as a fan, just watching this amazing match between two really great, really long-time third strike players, especially seeing Daisuke, a Japanese player of his caliber? What were your thoughts on grand finals?
Well, like you said, I'm new, so both these players I have very little experience seeing. I haven't seen Mike at all. I hadn't even heard of him until this tournament. But I think at this point, he's probably my favorite Makoto I've ever seen. I like him more than Tominaga. I love how much he gets off of reads and how aggressive he is. How like he can get so much off of just mix-ups, and he can push those mix-ups so well. He gets them so often. Like and he's really good at using stuff like that Kara Karakusa. The Karakusa.
Yeah.
All right.
And yeah.
Then, Daisuke was. I noticed Daisuke was very read-based, but at the same time, he was very calculated. Like, he knew exactly what was going on at all times. And I guess that's just a product of being a Japanese player, is that you have to be very aware. But Japanese versus US gameplay is very rare, so I'm excited that I got to see it.
And I think, people, at least now in 2022, make a little bit too much about the skill level gap between Japanese and American players, especially at, that sort of level. Again, Makoto Mike, former EVO champion. Makoto Mike, former Jazzy Circuit finalist invitee. Has seen his share of high-profile matches, has been to Japan, played against the best, and of course, Daisuke needs no introduction, made a top 8 in Coop, along with Team Vatos Locos, was a finalist back in Season 1 at the finale. But, this was a very competitive set. I know the score didn't necessarily reflect it, But Makoto Mike very strong. Hope to see Makoto Mike at the finale. Maybe he can qualify at the LCQ, because if there's one character that I don't want to face in an LCQ, guys, it's probably Makoto. But yeah, Katie, also let's give some love to Too Tall for making it into top 3 with Necro. And Katie, this top 3, super diverse. No Ken Chunyun. Instead, we had Rue, Mac, Necro. Pretty exciting.
Yeah, I want to say I'm pretty sure Too Tall is local to the scene, so I'm glad that he was able to crack the top 3. I really wanted to see him in grand finals. He had a pretty great set with Daisuke, and I think he played Makoto Mike earlier in the tournament. So he had a good showing overall, but he lost to the 2 dudes who ended up being in grand finals, so no shame there. I thought he performed pretty well. Obviously, Necro is not not one of the higher tier characters in the game, so it was cool to see some representation in top 8, because it wasn't just him, but also Bling, who's also local and provided some of the setups for the event. He brought out his cabs, and he's also a Necro player. So he was able to also crack the top 8. So we had 2 Necros. When's the last time you've seen 2 Necros make a top 8 anywhere?
Never.
Yeah, I'm like, there's 2 Necros here. It was cool to see.
It probably has happened, but I don't think personally I've seen it. And I'm glad that you mentioned Bling. Bling, also very strong Necro player, also plays on Fightcade. And so shout outs to Bling and his brother BMXer for helping make the TGZ event special by bringing their own cabs. Shout outs to Saber for TOing, and just the entire AZ crew for really showing some love to a classic game, and helping us figure out who else is going to be on the 16-person finale. And Daisuke, definitely a player well-deserved. But like you said, Katie, Too Tall, Bling, I know some of you may have heard it in the chat, but Scott was sort of half kidding, talking about how the AZ crew has maybe half of the 2/3 of all the Necro players in America. And so
Are in their scene, right? Yeah.
yeah, so Genesis, I know that you and the Stupid Fighter guys have sort of close ties with Anti Shoto, who is another strong Necro player originally from New York. And so, what did you think of Too Tall's play, Genesis?
Too Tall was really interesting. I thought they actually played very similar to Bling. Like, I thought the two of them were fairly similar.
Mm-hmm.
But one thing I noticed was that there was a lot of just like a lot of waiting for opportunities, which I haven't seen Necro do a lot. But the only Necros I've really watched are you and Anti Shoto, and some Japanese ones. So I had a really weird frame of reference.
Yeah, and again, it's because of the differences between online and offline. Necros, can be a little bit scarier.
Yeah, it seemed like Too Tall was very like setup heavy, and he didn't really just go for a lot of stuff, which I thought was really interesting.
Yeah, Mashlake, speaking of Bling and Too Tall, they unfortunately had to square off in top 8. And so Necro Mirror, like you were saying, Katie, when's the last time you've seen 2 Necros in a top 8? But when's the last time you saw 2 Necros play each other in a top 8?
Yeah.
And so Mashlegs, what did you think of that mirror? That was kind of an
Honestly,
interesting mirror.
That was maybe my set of the night. Like, I love watching Daisuke. I don't want to take away from Daisuke because he's like one of my favorite players to watch. But I love watching the Necro mirror, dude. And like you said, it's not something that happens that often. And they both were like, both very strong Necro players, and were getting a lot of spots where they were converting off of things that they like had to get right. And there were some really clutch comebacks, really really awesome stuff from both players too. It wasn't like obviously Too Tall won the set, but it wasn't like Too Tall was dominating. I mean, it was like very back and forth. Saw awesome stuff from both players. So I think that if you guys missed that one, that was a match that I would say to go back and check out.
Yeah, and maybe I'm biased because of obvious reasons, but I really did like that set too, Ethan, because you could tell kind of the story that they were playing, right? It was weird because one of the things I did notice about that set is that Too Tall was able to make like these sort of micro comebacks, and Bling had there were a lot of situations where Bling had Too Tall on the ropes, so to speak, and was close to winning the round. And, Too Tall was able to, for some reason, kind of quell Bling's momentum and last a little bit longer to steal the games. And so, what do you think allowed Too Tall to do that, Katie, in that set? Because that's something that I really noticed a lot, during their mirror match.
Well, in that matchup, I feel like there's a lot of very specific ranges that you're trying to either put yourself in or avoid. Because the threat of reversal super is really strong in that matchup. A lot of Necros normals are on safe. And then also, you're trying to position yourself to kind of deal with Necro's drills and jumps. And one thing that I did notice was that there was some difficulty there, and both players had it in adjusting to that range where jumps were kind of um, they were kind of free. They could both jump in on each other, and then it seemed like the mix-up happened post-jump. So a lot of times Bling would challenge with the back strong. He had some success with that, but I think once Too Tall kind of adjusted to that, I think that's where the set started to fall apart, right? Because even though he didn't get the back strong counter hit into the super, a lot of times that he would do the drill, Too Tall would do the drill to Bling, he would be in a position where he could follow up with some more pressure, or could put them in the corner. There was a lot of see, we see it right there, right? We could see a lot of the adjustments that Too Tall was making, and it just seemed that Bling wasn't able to adjust nearly as much, and I think that's what allowed Too Tall to make some of those comebacks because he was doing it way faster, during the round.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, like you were saying, Katie, want to remind everyone that Set 3S's stream is still going on. They're still going through some of the Matcherino stretch goals that all your generosity was able to make possible. And so right now, speaking of which, guys, Necro Mirror, Too Tall versus Bling. Maybe Bling's going to get a little bit of revenge here. Who knows?
Ooh, got the perfect.
Right there with the perfect. Again, Necro Mirror, very, very strange. And again, because both of them are using SA3, funny thing, right, Katie? And I have told you this a lot in the past. Whenever I have to play this mirror, right? Obviously, depending on, who the Necro player is. Because again, with Third Strike, you can, put so much of yourself into the way the way you play your character. But ordinarily, like, if I could help it, right? Because, Super's supposed to be blind pick, right? If the Necro is going to use SA3, I mean, I maybe I would rather use SA1 because it's I'm not saying it's better. It's just for me. I don't like playing that game. That like you see it, like the game that they're playing right now.
Yes.
Yeah. It's kind of, I don't know. I don't want to call it one dimensional, but I feel like.
But it's a tip.
It's a lot of waiting, and I feel like the matchup's more enjoyable if one person uses SA1 and the other person uses SA3. That's just my personal preference. But like you said, Katie, there's a lot of waiting, a lot of patience. Your confirms have to be on point. And really, I think also the key is the drill, right? How does the other Necro deal with the drill? That's something that's definitely want to check out. But definitely check out the mainstream, twitch.tv said 3S. They're doing the Matcherinos right now. I think they had just finished a couple of them. Envy versus Combo Sugar Shane and Bubbles versus Kavya. I'm not really sure what the results were for those. Definitely let me know in the chat what the results were. But they're going through this mirror right now. And yeah, it's just kind of the race on who can get who in the corner. And so now that you've gotten to see a little bit more of these Necros, Genesis, what do you think about, the character overall in terms of just, the design? And, I'm sure you've played, like I said, you've played Anti-Shoto quite a few times, probably played Necro players online. Maybe you've played Bling online, but what do you think of just the character in terms of like sort of how the character is different from everyone else in the cast?
Well, I have had a set with Bling before, actually.
Great.
It went about how you'd expect. I think Necro has some very interesting traits that he pulls from a couple of past characters. Like you hear a lot of people say like he's kind of like Dalsum and Blanca.
Yeah.
I don't know if I totally agree with that, but he definitely has aspects from both of them.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that they kind of like made their own character out of those aspects.
Yeah.
But I think that Necro's unique traits, like his overhead pressure, his high stun, his really good EX, his dash punches, his safe pressure just in general.
Yeah.
I think it makes for a very unique play style that you're probably not going to see in many other games again, just in general. And that's one of the things I like about him and about characters in this game in general. It's just that like there are characters in this game that people will play this game for, like Makoto and like Necro. And I think Necro is one of those characters very much.
Yeah, definitely. So I wonder what the set is here. It says it's 1-1 right now. Bling versus Too Tall. Ooh. Okay. And so maybe we'll stick around for the rest of this game, and then maybe take a look at the bracket. And so unlike the previous tournaments, guys, this tournament was ran old school, one giant bracket. I bet if Saber could have ran the bracket on a paper, he would have. But this is kind of a throwback, Katie. You know, the giant bracket.
Yeah, that's what I'm more used to.
Yeah.
Throw everybody in a giant bracket and see how things shake out.
And of course, made possible by the generosity and all the hard work of Bling and BMXer and everyone else in the AZ scene. And speaking of which, we have to shout out Rennick. Obviously, Rennick, long-time Third Strike, enthusiast. In my opinion, probably the best Alex in American Third Strike history. Was unable to win the auto-qualifier. He was my pick, guys. I don't know who your picks were, but I was really hoping that Rennick could come away with it. But nevertheless, Rennick definitely always trying to help the scene. Flew out Daisuke, Envy, and Bubbles and Nox, and to come out and play. And so speaking of which, Rennick, Alex. We saw a lot of, that was almost kind of like the theme of this event, right, guys? Like characters you don't normally see. Not a whole lot of top tiers. We had Alex in the mix. We saw a lot of chuns. Obviously, Alex. Like for instance, we saw Rennick taking on Ariana Grande. There's obviously an experience gap there, but it was really great to see Rennick play. It's really great to see, these, I guess you could say, lower tier characters, showing everyone that it's a lot of work, but it can be done. And so, what did you guys think of Rennick's play during today's tournament?
Rennick always plays to impress. He has this sort of comeback factor too, where even if he's down and around, like he has this thing where he can just turn it on, get some momentum going, and use that to take a round. And he did that a few times in this tournament. But the thing that, and it's just because I view this move as one of the worst moves in the game, but he has this uncanny ability to land DDT consistently. I don't know how he's doing it, but he has a setup where I think he did like a low short or low forward, and then sort of reset that into a cancel where he did DDT off of that. It actually landed. I think he did it twice, and both times he did it, it landed.
Wow.
Yeah, he's hyped to watch, and we've joked about it a bunch of times, but especially at the finale, if you go back and watch the finale, but like it's almost like he plays better if he's getting waxed. Like if he's in chip range, he's like the best player in the world. Like I don't know how he does it and how he turns it on. I think part of it is just coming up in the arcade era and like your quarter matters, and you're like, I can't lose this set, dude.
Yeah, you can't lose the set.
Yeah, I think that's part of it. And like Rennick, like you said, a legendary Alex player, but one of my favorite players to watch. How a lot of us, including me, like learned how to play the game just like watching his videos, and the fact that he flew 3 people out to the event. He's also it's on Twitter right now, but he's doing a giveaway for a bunch of Third Strike art.
Nice.
He's Santa Claus lately. He gave Big Nasty a stick. Can we talk about that? He just gave Big Nasty a stick because Big Nasty's stick wasn't working, so he just sent it to him in the mail.
And make no mistake about it, everyone. It's the love of the game. It's Third Strike.
Oh, for sure.
The game is godlike, and again, just because we say our game is godlike doesn't mean your game isn't godlike. But our game is pretty godlike. I'm sorry, everyone. But our game is pretty godlike.
Don't be sorry. You're right.
Yeah, so we're go ahead and watch a little bit of this set. I mean, Katie, I like we're getting distracted. Actually, for those of you who are wondering, we're actually going to be able to get Daisuke, the grand champion, the winner of today's tournament, and the 4th player to auto qualify for season 3's Jazzy finale, and we're gonna try to get Daisuke in here for a few minutes. Maybe ask him a few questions, see what he thought about his performance. I know that he made some comments on the mainstream. By the way, the mainstream, twitch.tv/said3s. KD, maybe you could plug that into the website. Definitely give Said3s some love. He used to be the one who streamed the Jazzy events back in season 2, and so definitely give him a sub, throw him some bits, say hi. Again, twitch.tv/said3s. And look at that Matcherino, guys. $800. I mean, that's pretty impressive. And there's no more stretch goals, and people are still donating.
Yeah, for one day. This is a one-day tournament, man.
Yeah, and again, and here's the great thing about Jazzy for me, Katie, not to get all sentimental, but obviously great job to everyone in the AZ crew. But with a circuit, it's momentum, right, guys? And so all the way from the beginning, the NEC event, then the next level, then TGL. Shout outs to you and Rico, obviously, for the amazing job you did there, guys. But it's all sort of building, and so everyone has had a hand in making this Matcherino what it is. And so we're gonna try to keep that momentum going, right, Ethan? Next Saturday, it's gonna be Winter Showdown at Akihabara, and man, that event is just gonna be ridiculous.
Yeah, and also if you're watching this and you're maybe new to Third Strike or not, Third Strike's not your main game, they have a tournament for every game there. So and a lot of it's being streamed. So I mean, even if Third Strike is kind of a secondary thing for you, there's a lot to watch and get excited for at Akihabara next week.
All right, so once again, you are watching a first to 5 Matcherino exhibition. This was the $350 goal, and y'all just obliterated that 5 minutes into the stream. So kudos to all of you for supporting Retro and Third Strike. Ugh.
Yeah, they wanted to watch this set. They were like, okay, let's see this
It's
next
been a good
one.
set so far. I had a lot I wanted to say about it.
He messed up the drill. The Fierce. So, you could block that Fierce, Katie, in certain ranges, and you could just reversal super.
Super, yeah. That's what I'm saying. There's ranges that you kind of want to try to avoid at.
Needs one more hit here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There you go. That's it. Is that it?
The drill.
Boop.
69.
That was it, right?
5-2.
Well, there you go. Bling got a little measure of revenge there for Too Tall, but I don't know, guys. The tournament loss still stings, right? You know what I mean? Hopefully.
Yeah, I mean, Too Tall probably not too upset about that. Got third overall in the tournament, so probably not too upset.
But definitely
Bling
shout
did
outs to
pretty
both
good too,
players. Yeah. Yo, Caramelon, what's up, Caramelon? I recognize that
shit.
name from the NLBC Retro. Shout outs to Vankabot. Definitely give him a follow, Vankabot. And so we're gonna see if we can get let's see if Daisuke's in here. Well, actually, before we get Daisuke in here, since we're already talking about it, let's go ahead and take a look at next Saturday's event, guys.
I've heard Daigo might be at this one, guys.
Oh, is Daigo gonna? Is this the one that? Because you said Daigo was gonna be in this one. You said Daigo was gonna be in this one.
So apparently he was supposed to fly with Ryan, and Ryan's flight, as you guys know, had some complications. Daigo said since he couldn't make it to this one, he's gonna try and make it to the next one, guys.
Yeah, Daigo and Ryan, long-term friends.
Yes,
I mean,
they go way back.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay, I see. Well, I mean,
Daigo's gonna be there. Oh shit.
I was pretty disappointed.
He texted me, so
yeah. And so, guys, 4 out of the 8 auto qualifiers already in the books. Actually, 5. 5.
Yeah,
5.
That's right.
Wow.
That's right. More than half.
Sheesh. I was trying to give myself more work, Katie. We're trying to. So we got 5 out of the 8 qualifiers already determined. Dr. Steelhammer taking NEC. Ahmed, the president, taking next level. Lance, King of the North, coming away victorious from Frosty. And then, of course, Tommy Two-Step winning TGL's event. And then, of course, the latest auto qualifier, Daisuke. Let's see if the standings updated.
I think they have to finish the bracket. Did they? Okay, nice.
There it is. There's our auto qualifiers. Yes.
There we go.
5 out of the 3 spots. And again, if you can't make any of these, and again, if you can't make any of these auto qualifiers, no worries. You got the finale, Jazzy finale weekend, 3 days of Third Strike. If you thought TGZ was amazing, guys, Once when you just wait until you see what we have in store for you at Free Play Arlington. Katie, obviously you've been to that venue. I mean, could you just give the viewers kind of what they can expect out of the Jazzy finale weekend?
It's going to be all the third strike that you could handle. And for those of you that are into it, 3 straight days of debauchery. So come and join us, guys. Let's get irresponsible.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, this is all figurative, of course, right? Not literal debauchery.
No, please don't. Please
It's
don't.
figurative debauchery, especially for people like Genesis. So again, Jazzy finale weekend. Tickets will go on sale soon. Definitely stay tuned. Follow us on Twitter. But let's go ahead and talk a little bit about Winter Showdown, which is the next event on the schedule. So Winter Showdown is is going to be a 3-day event. Third Strike is just one of the many tournaments that are going to go down. Like Katie said, maybe Daigo goes, maybe he doesn't. We'll see.
It would be sick.
So yeah, Third Strike I believe is taking place on the 5th, March 5th, which will be Saturday, next Saturday. Just like today, we're going to just like today, we're gonna run a post show immediately after Third Strike concludes at Winter Showdown, and hopefully we can get a I think considering all of the polarization in our country, guys, at least there's one thing that I think all of us can get behind, right?
That's right.
I mean,
That's right.
so we have that. So yeah, Winter Showdown 3. Look at all these other games.
Literally everything is going to be there.
Yeah,
Literally,
everything's going to be there.
If it's a fighting game or a game that can be played competitively, I'm pretty sure it's there.
Yeah, I mean, no Sailor Moon R though, but no event.
I mean, it may still happen.
No event is perfect. No event is perfect, so that's all right. Maybe they can work on it in Winter Showdown 9.
Shout outs to Kings of Colorado.
Yeah, shout outs to Akihabara Arcade. Again, another one of those venues that are holding it down. And again, guys, just sort of a reminder, none of this would be possible without the hard work and dedication of all of our small business owners who are keeping arcade culture alive with venues like the Gaming Zone, Next Level, Free Play Arcade, Akihabara Arcade, Big Boss Battles. The list goes on and on. If you grew up in a generation like I did, arcade culture was truly something special. And so definitely support these venues. Check them out. Follow them on their social media. And so speaking of which, the Matcherino already at $800. The stream hasn't even over. And so you could still donate. There's a lot of ways you could donate. You can, I think all the codes are gone, right?
Yeah, I believe so.
Oh, six. There's still 6 codes left. So
guys, get on it.
So before this post show ends, I want to see all of those codes used up. You can also follow Twitch channels, follow Twitter, subscribe YouTube channels as well. And something that I wanted to kind of talk a little bit about with the Matcherino guys is you may have noticed that for some of our events, we had some posters commissioned for these events. So for example, for back in January when we did the Next Level event, we had Nox, who you may have seen on stream, Makoto player, fairly new player from Next Level. Also flew out there for TGZ, and he created this amazing poster for the Next Level event. Just gonna go ahead and really quickly show that to everyone. Right. And so check out this poster, guys. And actually, what we were planning to do is we were hoping to have this ready by the beginning of the season. But, COVID, right? And all these supply chain issues. But this amazing poster was done by Nox, for the Next Level Auto-Qualifier event. And you can now purchase a print of it on the Matcherino. And so notice the Jazzy Next Level poster. If you click on buy, it's an 11x14 print, really high quality. $5 goes to this tournament's prize pool. $5 goes to Matcherino to cover their costs, and the remaining $5 go directly to the artist. That means Nox. So if you want to support Nox, go buy a print of his poster. Really amazing poster. Alex going to the subway. I'm pretty sure this is Nox, right? on his phone.
Maybe.
Wow.
Maybe.
Okay. Definitely. I mean,
Yeah,
maybe
nice touch.
buy the poster just for Knox. Definitely. But yeah. Speaking of which, the Gaming Zone. We also had a poster commissioned by Brush Monkey, who's a member of the local Arizona FGC community. He was the one who put together this amazing poster, the Alex chopping Arizona poster. And you could also buy this print as well. Once again, same deal, $5 to the prize pool, $5 to the match arena, and $5 directly to Brush Monkey. So if you want to support these artists, and again, you want to add some scratch into the prize pool, definitely consider buying some of these prints. Again, as always, you can buy a Jazzy Circuit shirt, Team Spooky stuff. Can't forget our friends at Creative Flame, buying sticker packs. And yeah, definitely all these different ways to donate. And so let's see if we can get a Daisuke in here. And so I think we have Daisuke, guys. I think we have him. So
He just popped out, actually.
Yeah, we had him, but he just left.
We had him for a bit.
yeah. So
Got
so I'm
tired
just,
of waiting.
yeah, I'm probably just gonna tell him to join in again. But once again, definitely check out the Matcherino. The Matcherino for this event is still open. So if you want to again add some more scratch, go to the link matcherino.com/t/jazzytgz. All right, and so we're gonna see if we can get a Daisuke on board here again. And so yeah, guys, any other thoughts on what do you think you're gonna what are you curious to ask Daisuke about, Genesis? What are some of the things that you want to kind of pick his brain about?
That's the thing. I'm not really sure.
Yeah.
There's like a lot. There's like a lot
I
that I
know.
could ask him, but I'm not really like set on anything.
Yeah. I'm really looking forward to this to this interview.
I don't want to seem as new as I am, because
Well,
I know a lot about this game, but I still don't know a lot about like the competitive history and shit.
Yeah, well, that it'll take time. So it's a journey. It's a journey.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so we're also seeing we're actually there's a reason why we can't have Daisuke on an interview, because he's actually
Yeah,
he's actually doing the Kumite now.
That's
So-
right.
Oh.
Doing Premon.
Yes, he's actually running the Kumite now. So my apologies, guys. It looks like maybe we might have to postpone the interview until after. And so yeah, what we'll do, I guess, is take a look at the bracket then. But again, if you want to tune into the Daisuke Kumite, check out the mainstream twitch.tv/said3s. And again, you can still donate to the Matcherino. And so let's take a look at this giant bracket, KD, because I kind of want to see how things shook out here. And so any surprises you thought in the bracket, guys? Things that you maybe didn't expect?
One thing that I didn't expect was FM1 to show up. So once he showed up in the bracket, I believe he was unseated.
No, he was seated. We seated
was
him.
he?
We seated
Okay.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't know if that was. I didn't know that was gonna happen because he showed up kind of last second. But shout outs to him for making the trip down. I had heard also that Hack was supposed to go with him. Shout out to Hack. But I think he wasn't able to go last second.
Mm-hmm. But once again, unlike the other events, this was done in a one giant bracket, old school style. And so let's take a look at some of these matches. I don't know, Ethan. Were there some matches in pool play that you that sort of caught your eye? Things that you thought were pretty exciting?
Well, I mean, this is not at all a knock on Tutal at all, because he's a very exceptional player and definitely very capable. I mean, he got third place in the whole event. But seeing him beat Rennick was really interesting, because, I mean, that match, it really looked like he just got in Rennick's head, and you saw Rennick repeatedly kind of just shaking his head, trying to adjust, and just got kind of smushed. So that was a match that I wasn't expecting to go that way, and it was exciting to watch. I mean, it was always a treat to see either of those players play, but that's kind of the one that I think of throughout the event that I was like shocked by, I guess.
Yeah,
To me, that was. I was going to mention. To me, that wasn't too surprising, because if you go back to Jazzy's season 2, when we were still doing ranking events at the Gaming Zone, a lot of the grand finals that they had actually came down to Tutal versus Rennick, and I believe Tutal took a lot of those.
Oh yeah, I know they've played before, but I guess I wasn't sure of their history in terms of who was winning more often.
Yeah, speaking of competitive history, Genesis, these two played very often during season 1 and 2 of Jazzy. And Too Tall was actually, I think, the points leader for the Arizona scene.
That's correct.
And so,
That's really cool.
yeah, so definitely shout outs to Too Tall. And Bling's, Bling's Necro is fairly new, guys. I don't think Bling started picking up Necro until like maybe, shortly before the pandemic, maybe. I don't know if I'm, but when I remember Bling, I remember that, Bling used to use like Alex or I think Dudley as well. So, the growth of Bling is definitely a sight to behold, considering just how little time he had with that character. But Too Tall's been playing Necro forever. And speaking of which, we got Too Tall, up next in the Daisuke Kumite here.
Right.
Oh shit, really?
And so now this is Too Tall's opportunity to extract some revenge. I love his use of EX Flying Viper, right? To read the fireballs. That was real clever there.
Yeah, that was really good movement. I noticed that a lot, and I think that application for Flying Viper is like such an incredibly strong way to use it.
Yeah. Then again, of course, if your opponent learns how to parry it, you're effed. So it's...
I mean, Daisuke wasn't parrying it.
Yeah. And then if you're really godlike and you learn to red parry, yep, that's free punish.
That was a punish?
Yeah. The thing about Necro Genesis is like almost nothing of his is safe. Like there's almost none of his moves are safe. And
yeah, but he was so far. I thought he would be fine.
But hey, got that round though. Doing what Necro does. Ugh, I like it. Yo, what up, Jay? How's it going?
Aren't
From the
that safe
UK?
either. Like he has like that one dash punch that's like fucking like +1 or some shit.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know why he has that. He definitely doesn't need it.
And of course, if you face an opponent that can red parry that consistently, then
yeah, you're
all right. This is good
red
punish
parries
right
in general are hard though.
Oh,
okay, here we go.
Here.
This is a chance. Oh, there
Nice.
it is. There it is.
Ooh, good back throw.
Oh, but he didn't.
No, yeah, he didn't get taunt, so he could still live. Yeah. He can still live here. Oh no.
Oh no.
Katie, no. Katie, no.
That's fine. It's fine. He just needs to survive here.
Katie, no. Come on, Too Tall.
Build some meter. There we go.
Oh no! Oh my gosh.
That low forward was so...
Wow,
Yeah,
really?
That's the danger of this game.
Yeah,
Right? When you're playing against a really strong opponent, you can't give them more opportunities. Otherwise, it usually comes back to
haunt you. Yeah.
You have to be so solid at all times.
You gotta taunt. That's what.
Well, in a game like this, like the higher level that you get, you have to start maximizing everything.
The little things count, a lot.
Yeah, they add up. They add up a lot.
Wow, red parry.
Kind of why I switched off of Akuma, because his little things are just so necessary, and the risk reward is just so.
Yeah.
Oh wow, the triple dash.
Okay, here it comes. Let's see if Too Tall will press buttons here. Wow, wrong button.
Oh.
Actually, that might have worked out better for Too Tall KD, because that might have been back strong, and if it was, Daisuke could have done Crouching Fierce EX Donkey. Oh, wow, this is really tense here. Ooh, that's a super.
Yeah, he can super that. It's not safe.
Okay. Oh, that's super.
Oh, definitely super.
Yeah.
There we go. And then shock.
What?
Hey,
That was dangerous.
Yeah, I wonder if Daisuke tried to low parry or high parry, because I feel like when I try to parry that, like I feel like I have an easier time block and then low parry.
I also like the low parry on the red, yeah.
Because remember, you can low parry Necro's drills, everyone. So.
Well, the other thing too is if you high parry, depending on the height of the drill and which drill they do, a lot of times if you low parry, you can get a standing punish.
So speaking of bling, we got Daisuke going through the Necro gauntlet here. Okay, party starter. Nice. Oh, what a tech. Okay. Now Bling's got to use that for data. See what he does next time. Oh wow, what a sweep. See, that's the thing. Daisuke will do that, Alright, we go. Bling could have easily blocked in super. Oh, okay, here it comes. Yeah, that's done.
Stun. Nice.
Ouch.
Nice. Yep, and then got the taunt.
Yeah.
Good for meter build too. Taunt is so good, man.
Back throw. Nice challenge. Not sure if that was a punish. Might have been. It is offline.
It looked like an empty cancel.
Might have been offline. Oh,
Yeah,
there
it
it
is.
is. That's what he tried.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. Woo! Didn't even need to
Oh.
red parry. I like
Super
it.
again. Super again. Oh.
Fucking clean. He
He
couldn't.
tried-
You
he
can't
tried that
juggle
haste
two
stun.
supers.
You know, that's a great mix-up by Bling, but like he's got to do something other than throw, right? Like I think he's always thrown there when I've seen that him do that mix-up today. And to make that really scary, you got to do something other than throw.
Well, if he tries to do anything else, he's gonna get thrown, right?
Well, yeah, but that's the mix-up though, right? Like if he gets thrown, there's certain things you could do, like stay out of the range, like back short target combo, because you can connect that from very far range. And so there's things.
If he went for double super off that Joko, he could have had this.
Oh, that
there
was
goes
it.
that.
Yeah, that's it.
That's gonna be it.
Yeah.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Sick.
Let's go. The Necros get their revenge on Daisuke. Let's see who else is up. Oh, we got Phil up. We got Phil.
Big fan of Phil. Shout outs to Phil.
Yeah.
Is there a list for this Kumite?
I don't know if there's a list of this Kumite. Not sure. Necro boys. That's right,
Whoever's in the
Nero.
room that wants to jump on is probably.
Oh yeah, post tournament, it's just whoever's around, man. Like,
Yeah.
whoever's around, just get in the queue.
What'd you say, Ethan? I don't know. What'd you say, Ethan? Oh, I thought you said something.
The Issei one went. We just kind of whoever
Yeah.
was around just got in
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
Hey, are you still here? You want to play? Jump on.
Yeah, definitely. Once again, thanks everyone for really coming out for the Matcherino. $800.
Ooh.
Again, making that finale Matcherino even more and more hype. And you can still donate.
Oh, I like it.
Oh, shit.
There we go.
Oh,
we
no.
missed it! No!
Oh no.
Oh, the reset? Oh, shit.
That's good. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay.
No, that,
That
parry
was
beat
sick.
parry!
That was sick. Oh, the red parry!
Oh,
Oh,
I knew it was over, dude. You can't miss against Daisuke.
was that
bad,
was that
man.
was that on purpose? That red parry? Wow.
That feels
Charming ass Ryu.
Wow.
Nice.
You can't give Daisuke an inch, man.
Oh, Phil did not like that round. Phil going
Oh,
in.
shit!
Wow,
Oh, parry again.
Daisuke parried the target? Oh, come on, Daisuke. Wow, that dash under was
bad.
sick.
Yeah, he's just waiting for the jump there because you're not giving him anything, right? You're not really in a threatening range where you can get the 50-50 or the throw. So he doesn't really have to do anything there. He can kind of just wait it out.
Nice. Tried to parry the second one.
Yeah, he's waiting on the target combo.
He wanted that cross up Tatsu.
Wow, did you see Dudley walk through the roundhouse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like on the way back, right, while it was
Yeah,
recovering?
yeah.
This character, dude. This game is so funny.
You gotta make it exciting.
Gotta be socks. Gotta make it carry.
Nice trade.
By the way, I blame the Lua script for how godlike everyone's spacing is.
Oh, dude, weird delay.
Alright, I gotta download that new one. Shit.
Remember, Katie,
Reset?
you and me
Oh.
were playing a set, Katie, and then you were just standing there, and I was just trying to snake fang, and it was just whiffing.
Oh, okay, 50-50 time. Gonna throw
Nice
the rose? No
confirm.
rose? Goes for the throw there.
Oh, it snuffed it! Oh, that was sick! Wow. Phil!
Used his own trick against him.
Philippe.
Oh, if anyone else.
Yeah, take that, Daisuke.
Oh, if anyone
No more Umes, bro.
Phil definitely feeling like you're lucky you didn't see me in bracket.
Oh, no. Speaking of the
Shit.
bracket, maybe we can take a look at the bracket again. Who's next, though? Let's see who's next. Who's this? Oh, it's Nox. Speaking of the poster,
That's
you know,
right.
Put some money in Nox's pocket. Help him get back to New York. Buy
Nox's
that
first match
Buy that
on
poster.
stream versus Daisuke actually was a pretty good match.
Yeah. Didn't Nox win the first game? Or
He was very close.
very
He was
close, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
And so yeah, check out. Remember the poster's available on the Matcherino Jazzy Next Level poster. Again, proceeds go to Nox.
there and just plug it right in. It literally takes us like a minute. Damn, I should have mentioned that. My bad.
Yeah, Nox has improved
Yeah.
a lot.
Oh my
A lot.
god.
He's close here.
Mm-hmm.
See if you can finish it. Yes.
That was so
Just
sneaky,
jump back
bro.
right. That move. Wow.
It's pretty good.
Wow.
Oh, man.
It's
pretty
fucking
good.
huge.
Tried everything.
Wow.
But it like has a really weird hit stun thing.
Yeah.
That's fine.
It's hard. It can be hard to combo off of it, and also heavy punch is like kind of slow.
Nice Tsurugi out of the corner. Oh my god.
Yeah, they're
Oh, my God, the pressure. The jab
Damn.
pressures.
Wow.
Oh, CVS too.
Wow.
Run
The
jab,
guy.
run jab.
I think all but one of those normals was low parryable.
I love this guy.
Oh, he almost did it too. combo.
Oh, that's dash punch. That's why you always have to have raw dash punch ready, right, Katie?
Yeah, the
Raw
and
Hayate is
a
so
lot-
good
yeah,
sometimes.
raw Hayate is
Raw Hayate
amazing.
is just amazing.
And then you can use it as a confirm.
Oh
Oh my
my
god!
god!
Oh!
Buy
Let's go, Nox.
Nox's poster, please.
Let's go,
Yeah,
Nox.
you have to buy the poster now.
Now you have to buy a poster. Buy
That's
buy the
so
poster.
Stupid.
Buy the
You just
poster.
need to buy it.
Please, please buy it.
We won't go too much longer. Though.
Once again, shout outs to Nox.
Everybody's
Who's this coming up here?
I got my dub. I got my dub.
Not really familiar with this player. But
I
but using your character, Mash Legs.
Well, this is the Mash Legs character now.
Yeah, we didn't see a whole lot of Urians,
Who's
Mash
the
Legs.
guy?
Were you upset about that? Not too many
No,
Urians?
we got one in. I'm fine.
Okay.
We got one. There shouldn't be a bunch of Urians. I understand.
Oh my god, you're right, dude. I'm like so tired of seeing Urian. There's like, are Urians in Stupid Strike? It's always like top 8 is like 2 Urians, 2 Ibukis, and like some weeks 2 Elenas.
Hey, that's actually not bad. I like that actually.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, you do until you have to commentate the whole bracket.
That
Yeah,
sounds.
you get
that
one
sounds like
period.
that sounds like an online tournament. All you're missing is like a Remy and maybe like.
We
an
have a
Oro.
Remy.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
there
you
you go.
need-
Dagger enters every week.
Yeah, like an Oro. Oro also in there. Also another good.
Yeah,
online
like-
person.
Wow, I can't believe that
Like,
shore you
commentate.
reached.
Urian is great.
If we had an Oro, I'd be like really sad.
Akuma's really also strong online.
Yo, speaking of your character, Katie, I think we want to give a shout outs to Macaroni Frog attending 2
That's
Jazzy
right.
events in a row. Wait, was he
Shout
at
outs to
Frosty?
Macaroni
He
Frog.
wasn't at Frosty, was he?
No, he wasn't. He
Okay,
wasn't.
so two in a row.
Damn, my
He was
god.
at the NLBC tournament on Thursday too.
Oh wow, well there you go.
I wish I could have been there, bro.
Grinding. That's what we're talking about, Katie. That's what Jazzy's all about, right?
Yeah, I mean,
Getting
if you guys
these,
want to play Third Strike, you know, we got plenty for you.
Oh, that was
Whoa, mix.
gross. That was
What a
gross.
mix.
That was
Reset.
gross.
The
Hilarious.
reset from the Mexican. That was
That
sick.
was gross. Come on, Daisuke.
Yeah, but yeah, man.
Wow.
I don't
You see Bubbles? He almost didn't want to sit down after he saw that. He was like, "Wait, well,
Uh-oh.
He's like, oh shit.
okay.
This is gonna happen to me.
Here's the master versus the student right here.
Bublé.
love to see that return. That shit is cool.
Bublé. Michael Bublé.
Oh,
JJ.
did Bubbles learn from Daisuke?
This is his sensei.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this is
there-
JJ Bubbles versus BAB
Oh.
Daisuke right here.
Damn,
At
bro.
least
My
Bubbles
sensei
picked
is
a good
Envy.
super.
Where's Envy at, bro? Gotta see this guy.
Oh yeah, yo, shout outs to Envy, Katie. Speaking of master and student, you know, I'm sure you're proud of Envy, Katie.
Yeah, he did very well. As I expected. Very happy that he didn't lose to any Dudleys, so that was cool.
Oh, okay, well, that's that. But he
Got,
did
got
run
fifth,
it.
Got 5th in the tournament.
Yeah.
Got 5th.
Fortunately, he ran into FM Juan, and so shout out to FM.
Wano, super strong play in that match versus Envy.
I don't know what is this.
Daisuke's Ryu, bro.
That dash back was nice.
Oh shit.
Wow.
Okay, nice.
I know, it's the
And a player that was really surprising that I wasn't really familiar with was Forward, who actually was the player who put Bling into losers and was able to beat Bubbles. Chun player, I heard on stream that he was originally a Smash player. A lot of Smash players picking up Third Strike.
I mean,
man.
I know that's originally where I came from.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Genesis? What like I know we talked about it a little bit, you know, at the next level event, but what do you think it is about this game that attracts you Smashers?
Well, part of it is definitely the netcode.
Okay.
Um,
That's funny, right,
think-
Katie? Right, like, 'cause, like when you think about it, like from the outside looking in, maybe our netcode isn't all that bad.
it's
Yeah,
really like it's really not. I mean, I've only played on cab once, so I really don't know the difference as well
Yeah.
as you guys would. But like, at least I feel like I can play the game, you know?
Yeah, it must be rough for some of these more
always
modern
that way.
games, right? You know.
Totally. Yeah, I think this game just has a lot of history. It has a lot of. It's really easy to do cool shit in this game.
Mm.
And one thing that Smashers care about a lot is cool shit, especially when they don't understand why it's cool.
Yeah, like Frankie says in the chat, feet work 101 movement, baby.
Yeah, dude, those feet work videos, those get like algorithms super hard.
Well, maybe we can get Frankie. Shout outs to Frankie BFG, 2-time Jazzy finalist.
Yes, sir.
Maybe we can get him on a post show. But actually, you know, before we get him on a post show, you know, maybe I'd like to see him as a guest on the post show. You
I'd like to
know.
talk to Frankie, bro.
interview him as the winner. You know, I'd like to see Frankie at a auto qualifier. You know, sometime
Yeah,
soon.
my theory about the Smash thing is just that, you know, since Smash players, you know, they like a party game. Third Strike's definitely a party.
Third Strike's
you
a
know?
party. Third Strike party. Third Strike party. Oh wow. Okay, here we go. So I guess it's over, right? It must be
Whoa!
over the Kumite.
Kumite?
Because now they're
Or they're
just
just giving
now they're just playing.
they're just giving Buble extra run now. They're just
Okay,
like,
so
"Here you
let me get Nox. Let me see if I can get Nox to wrangle Daisuke here. Once again, those of you who are waiting for the Daisuke interview, you know, let's see if we can get that now.
Dude, Bubbles anti-airs are so fucking cool.
I mean,
Nice.
All
Oh my
right.
god. Oh no. Oh shit. You didn't get the close.
All right. You gotta do the last one.
Nice.
That's 1-1.
There you go.
Last 1-1. All right.
All right. Yeah, I think the
You're gonna do
Daisuke
another-
Kumite is over. I think. You know,
Never
see.
truly over.
if Daisuke, if Nox checks his phone, that means that my message went through.
Loser has to not play
So.
Ryu ever again.
But yeah, let's go ahead and you know, talk a little bit about Winter Showdown while we're waiting for Daisuke. Like we were saying before, Winter Showdown, the next auto qualifier, slated for season 3. It's gonna happen next weekend. Not sure if there's an attendant list. Let's see if we can.
There is. You can go to, I believe, standings.
Yeah, if you go to select the game,
Alright.
if you go up a little bit, where
You guys are better at this Smash GG stalking than
scroll
I
up a
am.
little
Let's see.
bit,
Let's
and
mess
yeah,
with
you
No, I hate this
well, I can't
website,
see your
bro.
whole screen. That's what the issue is.
Alright, and
There you
then,
go.
and then we filter it. Yo, Chris G's coming
Filter
out.
by Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Fight for the Future.
No way.
Did they put Fight for the
As
Future?
the auto qualifier,
It's
towards
up
the
there.
left.
It's up there. It's up there. There you go.
Yo, ST
Yes,
ST has ascended to like you know, Third Strike will get there, but like ST has ascended to such a level where it's just accurate. It's just 2 letters right now. They're just
That's
ST.
right. It's
People
just
know what it
ST.
is, bro.
Or X, or
Yeah.
just Street Fighter X.
Yeah, when people say 3S, people are still like, what?
I wish we started using 0 in America for the Alpha
Okay.
series.
All
Zero
right.
two.
All right, KD. You know, I'll scroll down and I'll let you tell us a little bit about some of
Yo,
these
wait, Yogurt
players.
Brain's gonna be there. Oh shit.
So Chris G, obviously longtime Third Strike player, originally started off New York. Had some pretty good tournament wins during during those years where Third Strike was just kind of relegated as a side tournament. And he's got a super strong Yang. He played in the season 1 finale, did pretty well in that one.
Season 1 season 1 finalist.
That's right. That's
He
right.
won ECT, I think.
Yes, sir. I recognize Zach123. I believe he is a Twins player, but I think he's local to Colorado. Yogurt Brain, for sure. One of the homies out of the Chicago area.
I heard a lot of
long-
Chicago players are coming to this.
Yeah. The Ibuki player from out there. Shout outs to Ryan Meyer, also from that area. Chun player. Josh Nipper, aka Nipperman, also one of the Chicago players. A Urian. He almost made I think top 16 or top 8 in at Frosty this year.
Yeah, he top
Yeah.
16.
Yeah,
He's
there
had
you
a
go.
Frosty top 8 before though.
Okay. Usakane, I believe, is Duralath's girlfriend, if I'm not mistaken. I think that's I think that's where I recognize the name from. I don't recognize any of these other names though.
All right, let's see some other names here. We got Bisu. Bisu
sir.
going to make it out. 4C Joe. Hologram Mike Ross. Jennifer Ringo? Oh,
Maybe.
Oh,
Wait,
wait a
Jennifer
minute.
Ringo.
Wait
That's
a
a maybe.
minute. Wait a
That's a-
minute.
That's a maybe.
Yeah.
No.
They,
Who's
they,
Jennifer
they,
Ringo?
they registered, but they're not sure if they're going to be able to go.
Oh my.
Hologram Mike Ross, another Chicago area
Yo,
player. Micah,
Cryowall, member of the Necro Collective.
that's right.
Cryowall
Micah,
looking
one
to
of
rip-
the one of the players out of the Ohio area at level 1 bar, running
Mhm.
Third Strike tournaments over there. Lone Star Face,
Uh-oh.
You know, longtime Texas Makoto player.
Demi Hart,
I'm
who
so
won? Who won?
I'm so hyped that Demi's showing up for this.
Yeah.
I really hope they show up.
Yeah.
I'm so hyped for that.
Yeah, Demi Hart, who won a season 1, I believe, or season 2. I think it was either season 1 or
I think it was
2.
season 1.
Yeah, season 1 ranking event.
Yeah, one really strong Ibuki player from the area. Really fun to watch. Goss, Wi-Fi Kai Goss.
Gossington.
Yeah, Apple Goss. Little Goss on the Perry. Gonna be out there. Digital Buddha, I believe a Venkabot regular. And then Kamikaze, a local Dudley player from that area. And then, of course, the voice of Jazzy.
The voice of the Jazzy circuit, Duralath.
That's right. Duralath, longtime Alex player.
He's going to try to be the first player to commentate himself in Grand Finals and win.
That's right. That's right.
You know, we're gonna hook him up with the mic while he's playing.
If anyone could do it, it would be him.
It would probably be Duralath. He could probably make it happen. Probably pull it off. And and again, you know, it's not like registration is closed yet, guys. You know, who do you guys want to see at this event? I mean, let's go around the table. You know, Ethan. You know, let's start with you. Who would you like to see come out to either this event or, you know, some other, you know, Jazzy event? Because we got 3 left.
Well, I would like to see more of the California players able to travel. I know, obviously, we've talked about Ryan missing his flight, which really sucks. But yeah, I mean, like seeing our previous champion 5-star would be great. I think it would be awesome to see. Obviously, I'm biased. I like Urian players, right? So, like, what if like Cruz came out? That would be awesome, right? Like some of these players that don't come to Jazzy stuff as often that. We've maybe seen in the periphery a few times, but yeah, I'm always stoked to see, you know, kind of old school players that have a reputation like that.
Oh, it looks like Daisuke is finished with the Kumite, so we may be able to get him on the mic. So once again, stay tuned, everyone. We're gonna try and see if it happens here. So how about you, Genesis? Who would you like to see at a future Jazzy event?
The event's in Houston, right?
Well, the next one's going to be in Winter Showdown at Akihabara Arcade. You know, thanks for reminding me, Genesis. It's going to be in Westminster, Colorado, just a few miles outside of Denver. Akihabara Arcade, a longtime supporter of Jazzy, the owner. Sparing no expense. Shout outs to Brandon and shout outs to Ryan, Stone Cold Ryan, for holding it down for Third Strike. And so yeah, it's gonna be in Colorado. So
My bad, I was way off.
Yeah. So who would you like to see at the next Jazzy event? Are there any online? You know, Janice, let me ask you a question. You know, since you play mostly online, right? Are there any online players that you'd like to see come out to some of these events?
I don't really know any from Colorado.
No, but anywhere, because, you know, maybe they'll travel. Who knows?
There are some really strong players in Canada that I know.
Canada.
My number one pick would be Caramelon. I'd like to see them go to a tournament anywhere. But there's also a relatively unheard of Elena that's sort of been making waves within my community. Hasn't really branched out. They're called Spinning Bomb. And also their twin brother Dumb Surfer, who's a decent Remy. They just don't really have the opportunity to travel a lot, but I'd love to see them play offline.
Yeah, definitely. Let's see if we can't get the this reel going here.
Looks like he's in here.
Daisuke. Okay, so let's hope he doesn't. So did you unmute him? Let me go ahead and unmute him here. So he muted himself, and so there you go. So
no. I finally got to talk. Okay, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you, Daisuke.
Hey,
Welcome, Daisuke. First and foremost, congratulations on your win. You are the latest player to auto-qualify for the Season 3 Jazzy finale. Tell us a little bit about your thoughts. How do you feel about your performance today?
Oh, yeah, thank you. By the way, are you streaming now? Or are
we're streaming. We're streaming live, Daisuke.
Oh,
yeah.
Gotcha. Okay.
We're live.
Then maybe. Okay, I got a little bit adjust to the streaming mode, but yeah, I mean, I had a blast. I mean, the performance overall was maybe, yeah, it was good. At first, I mean, it was very hard to kind of, I don't know, adjust to the arcade timing. And also, oh, by the way, I don't play offline, online, but still, because we played Super Gun last night, so it was a little hard to adjust. But I think maybe as I what was that? So I was playing the winners finals, maybe grand finals, my play was getting better. I think, right? I'm now trying to understand what I did, but I think maybe it was getting better on the way to the grand finals. I think, yeah. So sorry, I'm a little tired, so my word doesn't come out sometimes because of the physical tiredness. But yeah, so I enjoyed. Yeah.
Yeah. So Daisuke, you had in winners final, you went up against Makoto Mike, Mami. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm sure you've played Makoto Mike before. So tell us a little bit about that first set, because it sort of reminded me of what happened to Ahmed at Next Level. He lost the winners final against Big Nasty, but was able to come back and reset the bracket and take the tournament win. And so, how were you feeling after that first set? Where you got knocked into losers.
Yeah. So yeah, of course, we know each other. He is a very good friend of mine, but because of the the geographic reasons, I don't have much chance to play him before. Maybe we had only a couple of games in the past. Including the one when we played in Texas. Oh, it was not like Jazzy finale, but when they had our tournament out there, I played, Makoto Mike, and I knew, he's really good, but actually. He was much better than expected, but I kind of expected he would be a big threat today when I knew he would join. So yeah, I mean, after the loss, I was just lost my mind. Oh my god, I'm done, right? I'm fucking done. So, yeah.
Did it like intimidate you like a lot? Like, were you like really racked by that?
Yeah.
By, like, getting sent to losers.
Sorry. What's your question? Sorry.
Like, were you really shaken up by getting sent to losers? Because it seemed like you were really confident, like the way you're talking about this.
Yeah, sort of. But I mean, I knew some of my plays were very, very off. For instance, I felt like, of course, my offense is okay because my offense is always very, very okay, right? But like neutral games, I couldn't react to his dash throws, and it was partially because of the console. I wasn't adjusting to the sticks and buttons, so it was a problem. But even though I already kinda figured out what was the problem, still I wasn't sure enough if I could really adjust and get up to speed. So that was a little shaky moment for me. Yeah, seriously. Yeah, did I answer to your question?
Yeah, you did. Thank you. But you really pulled through at the end. That reset was brutal.
I mean, I gotta do that way, right? We gotta take back the belt to New York. So
Totally, dude. I didn't even know you were from New York. That's really exciting.
yeah. Yeah, I mean, the only way I could kind of get back myself was being in the so angry mode, right? So I needed some focus to beat a shit out of him because he was so strong. So that was maybe how I tried to adjust or
Yeah, you did seem very angry. You seemed very in control though. It didn't seem like you were what's the word? I don't know. It seemed like you were still thinking straight. You still had everything under control, and you were still really dominant.
Yeah. Thanks for that. That I think maybe exactly what happened. Even though I was very mad, I don't know. I like that state. That's why I played this game. To be honest, yeah, I really want to get myself into that state, like mental, physical state where everything looks to be doable, right? So when I was so mad, for some reason, everything looked very slow. I think I was kind of reacting perfectly in the grand finals as opposed to the winners finals. I couldn't react to his dash throws, very oppressive offenses. But in the grand finals, I was like, yeah, I can control this. I don't know why, but I felt that way. And then maybe it was partially because I was so excited after 2 years of the hiatus where I couldn't play this game really, right? So maybe that's the reason, I think.
Seemed like that switch sort of flipped like as soon as you lost in winners finals, because you got a really quick 2-0 versus what is it, 2 something?
Too tall.
Too tall.
Too tall, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that set was very quick.
Yeah, he was very good too. So I don't know, but I knew I can kind of handle versus Necro, and yeah, so yeah, that's right. Maybe I was almost like trying to think about the grand finals after the winners finals, all the way down to the grand finals, right? Even when I was playing against Necro, he was very, very good. He was, don't get me wrong, he was so strong, but yeah, Makoto Mike was super strong today.
You handled yourself very well.
Yeah, Daisuke, I felt like your game plan in winners finals was basically the same in grand finals. It's just you messed up less things in winners finals, and like and as a player and as a competitor, you know this too, KD. Like when you start missing stuff, then you start wanting to prove to yourself that you can do it, right? And then it kind of throws you off your game plan, and then you start doing things that are wild. And so I felt like overall your game plan was kind of the same, Daisuke. It's just a matter of you executing it. And is that why you kind of felt confident, even though you dropped that set against Makoto Mike?
Yeah. I think that's right. Game plan wise, I didn't change at all. But I put more precision on my play. I really wanted to do so in the winners finals, but when I found his offense was super solid,
Yeah,
I thought, okay, defense is the key, right? Because I'm very confident about my defense techniques, defense ideas. I am so focused when I defending, to be honest. So yeah, it was an exciting match, right? When you found your opponents super strong. So maybe you're right. So the game plan was same, but I tried to be more precise.
I had a question, Daisuke. I noticed that when you have your opponent in your corner, you're very aggressive and you tend to play very close to your opponent. Is that because you don't want to give them an opportunity to try and escape the corner? And would that, I guess for me, since Makoto Mike was using SA1, I wonder, do you play the same way when Makoto's used SA2?
No, totally different. So it depends. It depends on their opponents and the situation. But I really wanted him to enjoy my corner offense today. So I was always, just in front of his face. Hope he enjoyed, right?
We love that corner, Daisuke. We love that corner.
Oh, did you enjoy the corner?
Yeah, we love it.
My
love
only
it,
hope.
love it.
You had them locked down. Like even after like a red parry like that, like he just didn't get the opportunity to get out.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, the red party ain't shit. I'm gonna just keep throwing fireballs.
You fucking tell them, man.
So
Put that shit out there.
So Daisuke, now that you have punched your ticket officially to the season 3 Jazzy finale at Free Play Arcade, what are kind of your plans from now until June?
Yeah. Thanks for asking. So again, after 2 years of almost like a real hiatus of playing this game, I even couldn't join the Jazzy finale last year, as you guys know, right? And then I felt really sorry about that because you guys gave me a chance to go there, fly there, but because of the partially the pandemic situation and then personal, partially because of my personal situation, I couldn't handle that. So I'm very excited to play and keep playing for the finale this year. And to do that, my biggest plan is I want to, get better together with the people in our community. Probably, because of the geographical reason, I can't do in-person sessions with players in New York. But I really want to. I mean, teaching is too much of a word, I know, but I want to share my ideas, thought process, and so that they can enjoy the game more, and then through that, even like players in the other regions can also enjoy the game more. So I'm actually I'm gonna put out my Yeah, actually, I have a plan for this teaching program this year, so you guys will see soon, I think.
Oh, I'm excited to see. I'd like to apply for that.
Oh yeah, yeah. Thanks, Katie. Yeah. I hope you would like that, and yeah, I'm very, very, looking forward to having the feedback from you guys because you guys are almost like the Groot of the community, and also as a player, you guys know tons of shit. So I really want to have your feedback once I can release that. So yeah, please stay tuned.
We're gurus for punishment, Katie. That's what we were.
Well, I'm stubborn. I don't know. I don't know when to stop.
In all seriousness, Daisuke, I'm glad that you mentioned your aspirations for continuing to share your love and knowledge and passion of the game with new players. And speaking of which, I thought maybe we could end the interview with you talking a little bit about some of the young players that you have taken under your wing and mentored, and also talk a little bit about Reddick and sort of how he's been kind of lock in step with you in terms of deciding to give back to the scene and trying to get people excited about Third Strike by really helping directly some of these young players. So tell us a little bit about how you thought your students or your pupils did this weekend.
Yeah, I think they did well, and then but first of all, I mean, huge absolute thanks to Rennick. I mean, absolute legend. I really liked how he played when I first met him in LA. He's so logical. He's so like calculated, and then also he has some clutch as well.
Mm-hmm.
He's very good when his stamina is almost zero.
Yes,
That's why.
Because
Yeah,
he understands Alex. He understands how the character works. To me, like a character like Alex, when he's down, that's when the Alex player needs to go in. Because that's just it's so scary, and Rennick realizes that. He understands that's how the character functions. That's how the character is designed.
Yeah.
And like you were saying, Katie, earlier, right? You were surprised at how like Rennick gets shit like DDT. It's because the opponent's walking back. They don't want to be anywhere near Rennick, And so yeah, it's definitely amazing to see Rennick play.
Right, yeah, it was impressive, and it was also impressive. He cleaned up Chun-Li's for me.
Mm-hmm.
My path to the grand finals.
I'm glad. Maybe when
Chun-Li.
Kumiko gets the jacket, we could split it. You could wear half of it, and then Rennick could wear the other for getting rid of all the Chun-Lis.
Good job,
Speaking
Rennick.
of Chun-Lis, I know we're running out of time, Daisuke, but Frankie had a question in the chat asking if you were concerned at all about any of the Chun-Lis that have qualified for the finale, or that may qualify for the finale, because there might be a lot of Chuns. I mean, we already got 2 or 3. We already got 3. We could have
qualified too.
Yeah, but he's not a Chun though. We're talking about Chun right now.
Only Chun.
Dan was last week, Ethan. Okay, we gotta spread the wealth here
Dan
a little
doesn't
bit.
count
All right,
now.
Steelhammer doesn't matter. Maybe next week will matter, but we're talking about the Chuns right now. Okay, we're talking about the Chuns. So what do you think about the Chuns? Are you we got Ahmed, we got Lance, we got Tommy, right?
Oh, already 3 Chun-Lis. So what was Frankie's question?
He was just asking if you were worried, if you were concerned.
Not really. Not really.
Wow.
I don't care. I mean, yeah, because I mean, I don't care about their skill sets or anything. But when I chose to live with this, this character, it was kind of already decided that I have to deal with, so much bullshit down the line, right?
Yeah.
And so I can't complain about that, and I respect all the players, right? All the characters, and then I want to show the potential of SA1 Ryu as well, right? Yeah, I know people have. I mean, people really like big boys, Ryu players, but I think. I mean, probably I think Denjin is a better super. Even today, I was asked, why don't you play SA3? I like SA3 too. Don't get me wrong, but I also think SA1 Ryu looks sick. So I just want to enjoy the games with those players, those characters. So I don't have any concern. Just I want to have good games with them as a real player. I mean, SA1 real player. That's my thought. I think. Yeah.
Well, thanks again.
Strong mindset. to
Yeah.
have, I think, because like I think it's good to be variable like that, where you can pick whichever super you need or pick whichever super you enjoy the most.
Yeah. Right? Yeah, because this game is like such a beautiful game. When you play in the real serious mode, you can tell what your opponent is thinking, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you might lose, you might win. Luckily, I won today, but after the match, we were talking, Mike, Makoto, Mike, and me were talking about the match. We were saying, oh, we had so many conversations in the match, right? I think that's the biggest point. So no matter what my opponent is playing, right? I don't care. I just want to have a good time with them, and to do that, I gotta just keep it up with my folks. So that's maybe what I'm processing this.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, thank you again, Daisuke, for coming in and saying a few words and answering some questions. Again, congratulations on your amazing performance today at TGZ. Looking forward to seeing you at the finale. And yeah, congratulations. And definitely follow this guy. Katie, if you could get his Twitter link up in the chat shortly, that'd be great. And so, yeah, Daisuke, we'll be sure to stay tuned. I know you have some stuff down the planned in terms of helping other players, helping new players, and so we really do appreciate all your contributions to the scene. And so yeah, looking forward to seeing you in action soon.
Oh yeah. Thanks, guys. Thanks for organizing these amazing series, every year. So I really appreciate it. So, and thank you for having me, and thank you for enjoying too.
All right,
Yeah.
Of course.
take care, Daisuke.
Looking forward to meeting you.
Oh yeah.
Congrats, Daisuke.
Okay. Yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right. So that was Daisuke, your Jazzy Circuit Auto Qualifier Gaming Zone champion. By winning the tournament, not only does he get a cut of the Matcherino prize pool, but he also gets a complimentary flight to the Jazzy Circuit finale at Jazzy Finale Weekend in June. Definitely going to be a great event. Speaking of which, this past Thursday, I don't know who said it on the panel, but Caramelon, frequent competitor in the NLBC Retro. Shout outs to Vankabot. Buy a shirt, Create a Flame Designs. Those are the guys that make the stickers as well. And guys, this dropped last week. Arcade Candy Company, they've really outdone themselves. The Jazzy Circuit, official Jazzy Circuit keychain. You can buy it now over at Arcade Candy. So again, next event's going to be at Akihabara, March 4th through 6th. So guys, I thought maybe before we get out of here, I'd go around the horn and get all your thoughts on today's event. And so Katie, before Katie, first of all, amazing job last weekend, right, at TGL.
Thank you.
But what did you think about this event? I mean, we were kind of before the event, we were kind of talking about how this might be the most competitive, and did it kind of live up to your expectations?
For me, events are a little different. I always look at things in terms because I'm in both worlds, right? As a competitor and also as an organizer. So first off, organizationally, big shout out to Saber and all those guys out there, Bling, BMXer, Rennick, all those guys who organized this weekend. It was beautifully run. Basically went off without a hitch. Everything went perfect. These guys killed it with the Matcherino. Everything was basically perfect. 6 setups. They had the undammed converters on all of the cabs, so people could hook up, all of their own arcade sticks or fight pads or hit boxes. So very big shout out to and then as far as the play went, I was really happy to see a lot of the up and comers get some shine in this tournament. So obviously players like Bubbles and Envy. We had Ariana Grande come out and make a good showing in top 8. Bling and BMXer also did pretty well in the bracket. So it was overall very competitive. And then grand finals and winners finals between Makoto Mike and Daisuke was really hype. I was really pulling for Makoto Mike to try and take it. But Daisuke played really well today, so congrats to him as well.
Yeah, so what do you think, Mashlakes, about the event?
Well, I mean, again, I'm kind of in the same boat as KD, where I'm involved in planning and organizing events, and I also play in them. And I thought, from the player's perspective, looking at, just that quick video that Saber put out, kind of showing how the layout was of all the cabs, and they all have on dam converters and everything. It's like a dream come true. It's like the best possible thing you could have. It looked awesome. And then also just the way the tournament ran was so smooth. I mean, they had a huge bracket. They had a lot of players. It ran so fast. Seems like it ran without a hitch. And it was awesome to see representation of, just the old school players and, some of the newer players. So I think, honestly, it's like pretty close to a perfect event. I think it went great. And, again, shout outs to Rennick, too, because Daisuke was able to take this home, and he was able to come out thanks to Rennick sponsoring him, Envy, and Bubbles, and getting them out to the event. So, yeah, I think it was awesome, man.
So Genesis, I know that you were in actual attendance at the Next Level Jazzy Auto-Qualifier. And so, how did this TGZ event measure up?
Well, it's really hard to say because at an event like this, I paid a lot more attention to bracket and watching the actual matches. Next Level, it was a lot of just interacting with other players, getting to meet new people. Because that's a big reason why I was there. But the matches here were definitely very exciting. The tournament, like you guys were saying, it ran like super smooth. It was super fast, probably due to how many setups they had. The match was really exciting. The rosters were really good, and I really liked the bracket format. Like, I'm not a big fan of like separating things into pools, like how they were doing it with the other events. I think that here, especially, it worked really well.
Yeah,
so I'd like to see more brackets run like that. That's all.
Yeah, I think it just depends on kind of the makeup. Also, scheduling as well. Oftentimes, pools are necessary when, at events that have multiple tournaments. But I think the big format is what we kind of grew up with. And again, shout outs to the Arizona scene for kind of making that happen. Again, like you were saying, Katie, Bling and BMXer, the 3S bros, coming through with the cabs, making sure that the event ran smoothly. And then, of course, Saber, sort of quarterbacking everything. And last but not least, the Gaming Zone. Once again, support your locals, support your venues. This is sort of, how Third Strike stays alive. And yeah, I think we'll definitely see you next week. Remember that we're going to run another post show immediately after the Third Strike portion of next weekend's Winter Showdown event. And so, again, Winter Showdown taking place next weekend. And so, just go to our Smash page, smash.gg/the Jazzy Circuit. And then you can get a list of all of the events. We got 3 more events left, guys. 3 more events. And so next weekend, Winter Showdown. I can't wait to see who else enters. And
I've heard Daigo's supposed to be there.
Daigo. I don't want to get my hopes up, Katie. Because I thought Daigo was going to show up this weekend.
We can blame Spirit Airlines for the L on that one. Maybe Spirit won't thwart us again for Aki.
Man, I can't wait till do you think we'll get so successful that Daigo might actually show up?
I mean, you got to speak things into existence sometimes.
That's right. That's right. I mean, how do you think Jazzy happened? Right? We just spoke it into existence.
I'm just super hyped to see Daigo in an American event.
I would just be hyped to see Daigo playing Third Strike again.
Well, yeah, of course, but
I would be very hyped for that. But yes, a Winter Showdown, March 4th through 6th. Third Strike's going to happen on Saturday. And so, yeah, definitely check it out. Smash.gg / tournament Winter Showdown 8. Again, I think you can still register. So if you're...
So yes, forward about that. Just warning for anyone that does want to register for the Third Strike portion of that event, you will have to sign up on site. And I believe it is $100 on site now.
Oh, okay.
I think they have hit their limit for online signups. I think they were aiming for a 32-man bracket, and they have hit their limit since. But if I'm correct,
yeah, that's right. See, no, look, I can't select anything anymore.
Yeah, if I'm correct, you can still sign up on site. Lance spoke with one of the TOs there, and he was informed that if you do show up on site, it will be $100 on site.
Oh, okay. Well, thanks for that update, Katie. See, this is how we do it. We try not to spread any misinformation. So, unfortunately, registration online is not available anymore, but you can register on site. And yeah, definitely check that out. Hey, what's up, Art? Yeah, the tournament's over. Saber killed it. You know, they went old school. They did one giant ass bracket. You know, like back in the day. They did a giant ass bracket. They had 6 setups. They just ran through that. You know how Third Strike is, guys. Third Strike be fast. You know, Arturo always be bugging me. He's like, yo, mutant. You know, slow down. This match is too fast. We gotta blow up the Matcherino.
Just like how I like them fast and easy.
Well, yeah, well, I don't know about that. But hey, that's what makes Third Strike a great spectator sport, right? Like, it's kind of like, it's fast. It's exciting. You know, you don't really have to like kind of understand what is exactly going on. You know what I mean? Like, that's why, you know, I mean, again, it all goes back to, you know what, right? But right, yeah, I think that's definitely cool. But yeah, yo, NYC Furby, Arturo, glad that you hopped in, man. Yeah, we raised $800. Yo, love you too, Art. You know, definitely gonna see Art at a Jazzy Auto-Qualifier this season. And so, yeah, hold it down for Art. Again, twitch.tv/NYC Furby. And so, yeah, we're going to go ahead and sign off here. Thanks for tuning in to the Jazzy Circuit post show. We'll be back next Saturday immediately after Winter Showdown. And so, yeah, follow us on Twitter at the Jazzy Circuit. Take care, everyone.